Mr. Gatekeeper here. I have a amplifier here that I built for a buddy of mine about 3 or 4 years ago. I think it was closer to about 4 years ago. It was originally a 2-pill 2879 box. It's now a 2290 box. 2 Toshiba 2290s. And this will make a great driver. Great driver. You can drive a 4-pill, 6-pill, 8-pill, 10-pill, and 12-pill with this bad boy if you'd like. It's got a good low dead key. I know it don't have a variable on the front, but it's got a good low dead key. You can just control the variable with your radio, and works pretty good. So it's a good driver. Somebody needing a driver. Trying to come up with some extra cash for Christmas. Alright, we got the 500 watt slug in. So we're going to be looking on the scale where it says 50. 50 is 500 watts, 20 is 200 watts, 10 is 100 watts. Alright, we'll look at the RMS first. We're going to be driving it with my bench radio, which does about 4 watts drive, 4 watts RMS, and peaks to about 18, 20 watts, anywhere from 15 to 20 watts. Okay. Alright, this is RMS. Oh, that, I ain't even got that radio hooked up. Hold on. I had my hot radio hooked up. I'll be hooking the hot radio up next. Let's do the bench radio first. Alright, got the bench radio hooked up now. See, good low dead key. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Right there, about 80 watts RMS. Alright, here's your peak. Oh yeah. Almost 300 watts. That's just hitting it with a 4-watt radio. Oh yeah. Almost 300 watts. The input reflect is absolutely beautiful. Oh, almost an absolute perfect tune. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and hook up the hot radio. Just to show you what it'll do with a little bit more drive. Okay, we're going to be driving it with 8 watts RMS now. The Stickman radio. Okay, where's the mic? There it is. Alright. So now we're driving at double average watts. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So that is about, let's see, 250, about 140 watts RMS. Oh yeah. Right, here's your peak. Oh, almost 350 watts, about 330, 340. The voltage we're sitting on is 14.9, 15 volts. Alrighty, let's turn her off. Let's take a look at the inside real quick. Alrighty, there she is. One of my older 2-pill builds. As you can see, it looks a little different than the way I build now. See, this right here is back when I was playing around. See, a lot of people might look at my builds and see the way that I do my B+ mods, which means I'm powering each transistor individually the way I currently do it now the majority of the time. And you may just think, oh, Gatekeeper copied that from somebody else. In a sense, yeah. In a sense, no. The very first time I ever seen it done is a TX800. A TX800. Where they had two 10-gauge wires going to each transistor. That's the first time I'd seen it done. And then I started playing around doing it like you see right here. Using two different chokes. Basically doubling up on the gauge that people normally use. One 16-gauge wire, so now you got two 16-gauge wires. So I started playing off like this right here, and you can tell this is one back 4 years or so ago when I was playing around with that idea until I moved it to the front of the to the base of the transistors. And it's got a little key up light in here I didn't show you. It just lights up blue. So you got a remote that you can use with it. Toshiba's, baby. The real deal. Keep that in mind. This is also back when I was starting to play around with the idea of using 5-watt resistors too. And then I changed my mind. There's nothing wrong at all using 5-watt resistors on feedback circuits. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's just you don't really need that. Now on a AB bias box like a Texas Star, there's reasons why they use resistors that high, because they're basically giving a little bit more negative feedback into the transistors. So those resistors can get a little bit more hot since they're going around 30 ohms or so. So they're giving a little bit more feedback. That's the way I see it. But then, I quickly learned that resistors on the combiner circuits, they're there to let you know if there's an issue, and you want that resistor to blow quick as possible. Quick as possible. So you want the resistor to be just big enough to where regular RF does not make it blow, because it doesn't see a load at that moment. But once there is an issue, you want that resistor to make smoke. That's what it's there for, is to make smoke. So you can see that there is an issue, to turn the amp off as quick as possible. Because once there is an issue, to start to put a load on that resistor, meaning once there's an issue with one of the amplifier circuits somewhere, that it begins to put a load on that resistor. If that resistor is a higher wattage resistor, it's going to possibly not make smoke as quick, and you're going to keep keying it, possibly causing more damage on your amplifier. This is common sense, man. It really is. At this point of time, when there's an issue like that, you don't want to keep keying your amplifier, especially if you're running a high Q circuit design like a 6-pill or a 12-pill or a 10-pill that's done in 2-pill circuits. Because if you don't know that you've blown a transistor or something real quick, you will keep taking out transistors one after another if you keep keying that thing. Now, when it's done in 4-pill sections, you have a better chance of not causing more damage. But you don't want more key down time when there's an issue like that, with it letting you know. You want that dang resistor to catch on fire or smoke or whatever it's going to dang do quick as possible, so you know there's an issue, so you can quit keying. It's that simple. I mean, one of these days maybe I'll be able to try to show it in a real live explanation, but it just is what it is. By the way, that is a silver dip mica. Let me show you that. That is a silver dip mica, a DM, what is it? God dang, I can't remember now. The DM30 or DM42. I think that's the biggest silver dip mica they make. That is a 30,000 picofarad silver dip mica, and this capacitor alone is worth almost 30 to 40 bucks. I kid you not. I really don't have any use for. I got a couple of them left. I was just following some schematics from my original mentor, Mr. Rick Wilson, with PSF Technologies back in the days, and for some reason he used these silver dip micas on the hot bus. I mean, he used them for filter purposes. I don't know, maybe he just had a lot of them available or something, but they're pretty much a .03 you know, microfarad electrolytic. And just one of these blue capacitors is pretty much big as 5 or 6 of these big ones. But I used them back then. I still got a couple left. But anyway, $22.92 Toshiba driver. Off to eBay it goes. Bye-bye.